I think I got it. Hey there, radically awesome, amazing people. My name is Kiki Mac. Sorry, that was actually pretty loud. Why? So I think it's just the music in general that is quite loud at the moment. Testing 1, 2. There's about 2 minutes. So, quality go. Yeah. Okay. You just see perks. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Just see. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I wonder what class is going to be announced. Looking forward to it. It gets really, really loud, the music. So 30 years ago, I was 7 years old 30 years ago. Can you believe that? We're almost there. So I wonder what the new class is going to be, what the bosses are, if we're going to fight Baal, Mephisto, and Diablo. There's probably going to be more areas, more content. So I'm just I managed to get myself the next expansion. So yeah, see what they have to offer. Looking forward to it. Let's go. Here we go. Three, two, one. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a remake. It's a remake of the first Diablo. I bet you. Diablo, Baal, Diablo, Tyrael, Alphael. Oh, I haven't played any of the mobile games. Oh, Lilith. Alright, here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, that's cool.
Welcome to the Diablo Spotlight.
Welcome to the Diablo
This
Spotlight.
year we'll be hitting an incredible milestone.
We'll be hitting an
30
incredible
years
milestone.
of Diablo. 30 years of Diablo. Over 3
Is it
decades,
duplicate?
we've experienced 5 different Diablo titles,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
each its own expression of sanctuary. We've embraced new evolutions in technology and the action.
Oh my god. It's on Discord. Fucker. You piece of shit. Bag.
This is a battle you do not want to miss. The grand face-off with new...
Okay, sorry.
Welcome to different Diablo titles. Evolutions, Diablo...
Pulls up, man.
Welcome to the Diablo Spotlight. This year, we'll be hitting an incredible milestone, 30 years of Diablo. Over 3 decades, we've experienced 5 different Diablo titles, each its own expression of Sanctuary. We've embraced new evolutions in technology and the action RPG genre. Our latest installment, Diablo 4, recently revealed its next chapter, Lord of Hatred. The grand face-off with Mephisto is coming. Prepare for the reckoning, because this is a battle you do not want to miss. Diablo Immortal is also heating up. The First and Last King brought us major updates to the storyline, the full release of the new Sharval Wilds, and new Heliquary bosses. The Immortal team will be joining us today to share more about what's coming up this year. Then, there's Diablo 2. This game means so much to me. Diablo 2 Resurrected was the first game that I worked on right here at Blizzard. The original game is what got many of us into the ARPG space and still stands today as the pinnacle experience for those of us who love the genre. If you're here for Resurrected, hold on to your health potions, folks. Topping it all off, this is a BlizzCon year. Today's Spotlight kicks off Diablo's road to BlizzCon 2026, and we're thrilled to have you with us. To start this 30th anniversary celebration, we have a very special, very dark surprise.
Alright, very special, very dark. Cinematics.
How can knowledge be evil if it saves a soul? Should a king tell us how to fight? The church, they uphold the light while we die in the shadows. I denounce the light. I now seek power in the primal, salvation in unholy scripture.
I am a heretic. I break the bones of the damned, build altars of blood to call the darkness.
I have walked amongst demons, found strength in shadow, kinship and madness. Damn the light. I will suffer my own path. I will learn the foul ways of a forbidden tongue. To bind them as a tool of my vengeance. Branda's traitor, outlaw, warlock.
Let them hang us for what we've done.
But when darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
Okay. Warlock. Okay, Warlock class for all of them. Okay.
I get chills every...
Absolutely. The of effort and passion.
You and I first started working, and with Reign of the Warlock, Resurrected is stepping into its next era.
As the 8th class for Diablo 2, the Warlock is disciplined, ominous, and incredibly knowledgeable. For years, the Warlock lingered in the shadows, studying secrets no mortal should know. Now, they abandon theory for practice, bringing their dark craft to the battlefield.
What's this, man?
When it comes to gameplay, the Warlock dominates demons, binding them to his will and consuming them when it suits him. First, summoning. Warlocks can summon 3 distinct demons: the Goatman, the Tainted, and the Defiler. Each is a different tool in the Warlock's arsenal. But the summoning is just the beginning. The depth lies in his ability to bind or consume nearly any demon found in the game. Binding a demon allows the Warlock to benefit from the demon's unique abilities. You can only bind one demon at a time, but doing so strengthens both the demon and the Warlock. You can also make the choice to consume the demon, remove the demon from play, and literally absorb their essence. This grants the Warlock temporary buffs and traits that can vary between what demon you consume. No matter what demon you draw in, you'll gain increased life and movement speed. Some may grant plus to all skills, some may even grant auras.
And that's just the beginning. Between summoning, binding, and consuming, we're talking hundreds of combinations. And the best part is you can mix and match. Bind a demon for its aura, then absorb another for its resistances before summoning a third to fight by your side. It's a sandbox of dark magic. Outside of mastering demonology, the Warlock can also be a pure caster who channels chaotic magic, hellfire, and destruction.
We're thrilled to introduce a bold new way for players to embody the Warlock fantasy, an approach that blends dark mysticism with raw power. In close quarters combat, the Warlock manipulates weapons with his mind, levitating and hexing two-handed weapons with a flick of his wrist. Our Warlock class is a challenge, a puzzle, and a reward, all wrapped up in a brooding scholarly package.
But Reign of the Warlock isn't just about the new class. The team has also been dropping evolutions in gameplay as well as some quality of life updates. Let's start with one of our favorite playgrounds, Terror Zones. In Reign of the Warlock, there's a new way to control the battle. You have the ability to earn consumables and choose which act becomes terrorized. While an act is terrorized, every zone within it becomes supercharged, offering an elevated difficulty and greater rewards. This puts you back in the driver's seat when reaching the highest levels in the game. And the consumables required to activate them are fully tradable with other players.
In Hell difficulty, you'll encounter something new: Heralds of Terror. These hunters stalk players like easy prey, and each one becomes exponentially more dangerous the next time it finds you in a game. Conquer a terrorized act boss, and you'll have a chance to uncover statues that reference something familiar, but in a new way. Combine all 5 statues in the Herodric Cube to unlock a brand new pinnacle boss encounter against the Colossal Ancients.
Colossal Ancients are a big deal. These battles are tough and designed to push your skills and builds to the next level. We put you in control, letting you choose how and where you want to play, with a truly legendary goal to chase. Colossal Ancients are built as a next evolution of a feature that Diablo 2 players already love. They keep the spirit of the classic experience intact while layering in more control, more challenge, and more reward.
Reign of the Warlock also contains many quality of life features you've been asking for. Let's start with loot filters. These are built directly into the game. No external mods, no third-party tools. You can create your own, share them with friends, or grab a Warlock and plug them right in. Flexible and totally community-driven.
Then there's advanced stash tabs. We've added more of them, and for the first time ever, items in your stash can be stacked. No more juggling 99 gems across 4 pages. You'll find dedicated tabs for materials, gems, and runes. It's cleaner, faster, and way less tedious.
Finally, the Chronicle. Players have been tracking their collections in spreadsheets and third-party websites for years. Now, we've brought that experience in-game. The Chronicle lets you track every item you've ever collected. Uniques, sets, rune words, all in a freshly designed UI that even tells you when and where you found it. Most importantly, you'll unlock rewards you can show off to your friends. We also wanted to honor the way people have played Diablo 2 for decades. Whether you prefer Diablo 2 Classic or want to keep playing Resurrected, you can. Reign of the Warlock lives in the same client, with your existing characters safely separated.
If you want to bring your character forward, you can transfer it. If you got a character in Classic, move it to Resurrected. If you've been grinding in Resurrected, carry it into Reign of the Warlock. You can't go backwards, but you can always go forward on your terms.
Reign of the Warlock wasn't built in a vacuum. Creators like Mr. Llama, Gymnasium, BT, and Kano have been deep in the dungeons with us, playtesting, theory crafting, and giving feedback on everything from class fantasy to stash flow. So if you've ever played Diablo 2, no matter when you first journeyed into Sanctuary, this is your moment. Come celebrate with us. Reign of the Warlock brings brand new ways to play for everyone, and we can't wait to see more sunrises with this community now and for the years to come. But we've been saving the best for last. Reign of the Warlock will be live today.
Okay. How much? How much is it?
This is all hell could marshal forth. Let us begin. These creatures of darkness shall yield to me, or perish.
Available today. Okay. Oh, you see purchase and instantly unlock. See, oh, it's a fucking DLC.
Dive into
Jesus
Diablo 2
Christ.
Resurrected right now on Battle.net, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. Plus, with your purchase of Reign of the Warlock, unlock some exclusive cosmetics for Diablo 4 and World of Warcraft to show off your dark allegiance across realms. So get in the fight and stop bending demons to your will.
So there you have it. We've kicked off the 30th anniversary with a huge update to Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Oh my.
But the celebration doesn't stop there. Starting today, you can enter our Voice the Warlock contest on Instagram. It'll be judged by the Warlock himself, Rahul Kohli. If you want to join, tag @PlayDiablo and add #VoiceTheWarlock for a chance for you and a friend to win a trip to London for Diablo's Infernal Symphony on June 6th, 2026. Official contest details are available on our blog. Next up for our 30th anniversary celebration, let's turn our attention to Diablo Immortal, a perfect bridge connecting the legendary tales of Diablo 2 and Diablo 3.
Diablo Immortal is 3 years into its legendary journey. It's been incredible to see millions of players carve their path through Sanctuary, and somehow, the demons still haven't learned their lesson.
Not for lack of trying on our end. You all have been relentless.
And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome.
Diablo Immortal was created to bring that classic Diablo dungeon delving, loot chasing magic to the small screen. And for many of us on the development team, it's a love letter to the moment we first stepped into Sanctuary.
I remember my first step vividly. My brother was actually the one who introduced me to the game. He told me it's a really, really fun game, but it might just be a little too scary for 13-year-old me. I spent a couple of months sitting on the sidelines, watching my brother brave the horrors I couldn't face quite yet. Today, I am pleased to say I overcame my fear and fell in love with Sanctuary. And my brother? He now works in finance. I am so proud to be part of the Immortal team, which is why I'm happy to kick off our anniversary celebration by announcing the arrival of our very own Warlock.
After the events of Diablo
That was a bit
2,
of a
the
Kratos skill.
rediscovery of Vizjerai magic has spread. Our Warlock is even more reckless with this dark power than her predecessors. She's here to save the world, but she's going to do it her way, wielding the tools of hell to push back Sanctuary's demons. In her eyes, anyone who refuses to fight fire with fire is simply naive. She's not hiding her powers away, she's daring you to challenge her.
We built the Warlock for our players who love hovering on that very thin line between hero and villain. When it comes to power, the Warlock practices the ancient art of the Vizjerai, magic so dark it was buried beneath Sanctuary long ago. In Immortal, that legacy lives on. She can open portals to hell, summon demonic weapons from the Hellforge, and of course, command demons. At the heart of her arsenal is the Soul Gorger, a beast powered by devouring other demons and absorbing their traits. We've designed a monstrous maw that stretches from its mouth all the way to its stomach, so when it consumes, it's a full body transformation. And her mastery of brutal powers doesn't just stop there. In her main hand, it's a demon head, not just a scalp, a literal freaking demon skull. In her offhand, a sacrificial blade. These unique weapons fuel multiple skills, spewing fire, slashing holes in reality, and summoning and chaining demons.
Alongside the Warlock, we're also releasing a dedicated origin quest, a little appetizer that explores her backstory. It's a journey into the shadows and a chance to understand what drives our new class. We'll have more updates as development continues.
Now let's talk about a Warlock-centric location. Loot Golem is back.
Hey, Loot
and
Golem.
grimmer than ever before. We've honored the legacy of Diablo 2 Resurrected by preserving key landmarks, the gates, the central plaza, and the architecture that defined the city for a generation of players. But because this is Diablo, its beauty and history have now been desecrated by a demonic occupation. We've also expanded and split the city into 2 districts, the Common Ward and the High Ward. The Common Ward is chaos incarnate. Graffiti of blood, hanging bodies,
To be honest,
and
I'm not really
corruption
impressed.
seeping through the sewers. It's a bustling town where you meet a motley crew of artisans. Elzix, Farah, Drognin, Meshith, Atma, and many others.
By contrast, the High Ward is eerie in its elegance. The buildings are refined, but darkness has soaked into their stones. To move Loot Golem's architecture forward in time, we took inspiration from real-world Moroccan cities with vibrant patterns and rich textures in every corner. They create a stark contrast with the layers of violence and decay that define everything in Sanctuary. And beneath Loot Golem, in its dungeons, you'll find carvings of Vizjerai runes, remnants of the ancient summoners who practiced their dangerous arts here in secret.
The Warlock story is literally carved into the undercity of Loot Golem. The more you explore, the more you'll uncover the truth about a dangerous power that's only as good as its wielder, a legacy of mastering dark forces and sometimes being mastered by them.
We're nearly ready to put the Warlock into your hands. The class is scheduled to arrive this June. In addition to the Warlock, we've got other world-shaping stories coming to Immortal this year, and they begin with our next big bad. We're witnessing the triumphant return of the Maiden of Anguish, the Demon Queen Andariel. In Immortal's story, Andariel is 10 steps ahead of us. She's conquered Lut-Gholein and sent her barges sweeping across Sanctuary, abducting people to drink in the anguish of an entire world. For what purpose? You'll have to play to find out. With Andariel, we're emphasizing the horror of fighting a being that wants you to drown in your own torment. Not just the scary things you see, but the ones you feel in your gut. Everywhere that Andariel touches becomes claustrophobic and harrowing.
To make Andariel's anguish-inducing design instantly recognizable, we've refreshed her classic look. She's domineering, equal parts regal, and sadistic. And she hasn't forgotten how things ended for her the last time she walked Sanctuary. Now, she's driven by nothing less than a desire for dark godhood, to stand supreme among her brothers with a new approach to the eternal conflict.
Our story in Immortal's 4th year sends familiar places and people into an era unlike anything Sanctuary has yet seen.
That's a blow.
We've got a packed year ahead, and our roadmap deepens the world of Diablo Immortal even further. Beyond the Warlock and the expansion of Lut-Gholein, we'll be rolling out a new subzone each quarter, complete with wanted monsters and bounties. We're also adding a new battleground event and continuing to improve the system, drawing upon your feedback. We'll be making updates to classic zone events, summoning new Helcori bosses, adding new ambient quests, and improving the PD timer for legendary gem drops. And we'll share more as we get closer.
We want story and gameplay to move together, with each update pushing our boundaries and making Sanctuary feel more alive.
To celebrate today's spotlight, we've got a promo code available for all players. And whether you've been with us for a while or jumping in for the first time, join us on our Discord and be part of the conversation. This 4th year story in Diablo Immortal is a tentpole moment, scattered with heroes, villains, big piles of corpses, and let's be honest, even bigger piles of loot.
You know, much like Emil, playing Diablo at 13 haunted me, in a good way. It woke me up to the Gothic style that I still love so much today. It was fast-paced, transgressive, and it had the best character progression of anything I'd ever played. Diablo was a revolution in the way I thought about RPGs. The beauty of Sanctuary is that it's hope tangled with terror at every turn. As designers, we're hungry to answer the big questions about this world. What kind of earth-shattering events lead to the era Deckard Cain called the end of days?
And what scars run so deep that people would rather barricade their doors than risk the world outside?
What demonic plots reshape Sanctuary and set up the age of Diablo 3? What ushers in the time of the Nephilim? We've barely scratched the surface, and there's so much more on the horizon for Diablo Immortal thanks to you. We want to give a massive thank you to all our players for sticking with us and helping make Sanctuary what it is today. We're so happy that you're part of Diablo's 30-year legacy.
Now let's turn our gaze toward Diablo 4. We're about to introduce the second new class in Lord of Hatred, dig into brand new features, and talk about big updates coming to endgame and core systems. Let's get into it.
Diablo 4 has come a long way since launch. It's been amazing to see this game grow into something bigger,
25
sharper,
years.
and more ambitious than ever. And honestly, Zavin, one of my favorite things is to see players push every system we build to its limits.
Yeah, our players don't sit on the sidelines In fact, I'm sure they're all over the comments section right now, and we love it. It helps us understand not just what's working, but where we can evolve.
This expansion builds on everything we've learned so far. Class balance, endgame, core systems. This is our chance to take all of those core pillars and push them even further.
This is
So today,
473.
we'll be diving into new
An
features,
expansion
a new
of
region, and a new endgame. But first, let's take a look at a new class, the Warlock.
Across the Diablo universe, we will get to watch the Warlock evolve. In Diablo 2 Resurrected, they honed their earliest arcane powers. Then in Diablo Immortal, their journey takes a rebellious turn, embracing darker forces and forging their own path. Now in Diablo 4, the Warlock stands at the height of their strength, fully unleashed and ready to shape the fate of Sanctuary. This class is all about turning the wrath of hell against itself, with metal chains, flames, and utter destruction. The Diablo 4 Warlock is like a heavy metal album cover come to life, fighting fire with fire. We have so much more to share about our Warlock, enough that we're dedicating a full developer update to Warlock on March 5th. That's where we'll go deep on the class, their lore, gameplay, and more. For now, let's talk about how the Warlock and our other new class, the Paladin, are central to the themes of Lord of Hatred.
Many of you have already been playing as the Paladin, experiencing their holy might firsthand. With the Paladin representing light and purity, Warlocks are their darker counterpart, anti-heroes harnessing the power of hell. This duality is central to the theme of Lord of Hatred. It's the eternal conflict between angels and demons, with humanity stuck in the center.
As you play through the campaign, prepare to be drawn into a tale where Mephisto's shadow looms even larger. It's an unfolding saga of hatred, treachery, and the search for salvation, building towards a reckoning that will leave a lasting mark on Sanctuary. The campaign unfolds in Lord of Hatred's new zone, Skavos. Skavos is a dangerous land, visually inspired by ancient Mediterranean landscapes. You'll explore rugged coastlines, mountainous highlands, ancient temples, and more monster variety than ever. Skavos is the birthplace of humanity, where Lilith and Inarius began it all. You'll see the Blessed Mother and the Heavenly Father carved into the marble structures of Temis, the capital city.
Temis is the bustling epicenter of Skavos. Marble walls, eerie elegance, vibrant patterns, and rich textures all blend to create a hauntingly beautiful landscape. There's a town square teeming with whispers of the firstborn. You'll uncover secrets of the Ascari, the primevals, and the ancient wars that shaped the world. It's a place where every corner tells a story. Plus, we built Temis to be the ideal endgame city, crafted to streamline your access to everything you want once the campaign is concluded.
While we keep the story under wraps for now, let's talk about endgame in Lord of Hatred and one of its major new features, War Plans. War Plans give you more control and depth in how you experience the endgame. You create a playlist of up to 5 activities, drawing from endgame modes: the Pit, Infernal Hordes, Hell Tides, Nightmare Dungeons, Lair Bosses, and the Undercity. Pick what you want, pick your rewards, and jump in.
As you complete activities through War Plans, you'll earn progression towards a unique skill tree for each of these activities. These trees let you customize and modify how each activity plays. You can change the rewards, tweak the monster spawns, even bring features from one activity into another.
One of the best parts is how War Plans makes the endgame more accessible. If you're a new player or returning after a break, you can just pick your playlist and start playing, learning the systems as you go. But for veterans, there's a ton of meta progression and build diversity to explore. War Plans are really about letting you shape your own endgame experience. You decide what you want to focus on, what you want to avoid, and how you want to play.
And for those of you seeking an adrenaline rush, we're also introducing a hyper rare event called Echoing Hatred. If you're lucky enough to find a very rare Trace of Echoes golden ticket in a loot drop, you'll gain access to the Echoing Hatred event. There, you'll face infinite waves of enemies and escalating difficulty. Each run feels different, with randomized monsters that force you to adapt your build and tactics on the fly. The deeper you go, the more intense the encounters become. Each wave will test your mastery of the mechanics and resource management to the point where we might even throw multiple bosses at you at the same time. The longer you last, the better the loot. And how long you last is completely up to your skill.
I know the entire team is excited for War Plans and Echoing Hatred, but this might be a good time to talk about the why.
After the campaign wraps up, that's when the real journey begins for a lot of our players. Endgame isn't just a bonus, it's what keeps you coming back to Sanctuary.
And it's more than just adding new events. We want these features to feel meaningful. Quality of life changes, like making activities more approachable or letting you customize how you play, make a huge difference.
There's nothing worse than feeling lost after the credits roll. With features like War Plans and rare events like Echoing Hatred, you get new goals and reasons to experiment even after returning from a break.
It's all about giving you control and variety. Endgame should be as interesting and rewarding as the story. That's why we're so focused on quality of life improvements and fresh features for everyone. Now, let's talk systems updates, which also feed into this philosophy. These updates will completely refresh how you build your power your way. Let's start with skill trees. We've seen the joke that they're more like skill twigs. That ends here. With the release of Lord of Hatred, every player will reap the benefits of a completely overhauled, massively expanded skill tree system. The changes are built to give you more customization than ever before, right from the moment you start playing. No more waiting for random item drops or late game progression to really flesh out your build. Now you'll have meaningful choices and options in your skill tree from the moment you choose your first skills.
We're adding new customization options to every single skill across the entire tree. It isn't just a small tweak. It's a major disruption to the current class system. Our goal is to make theory crafting go much further with more complexity than ever before.
For instance, take the Sorcerer's iconic Hydra skill. Previously, you could only boost its burning damage or ramp up its critical strike potential. With the revamped skill tree, you can fine-tune Hydra to your unique playstyle. Want your Hydras to attack faster or last longer? You can choose to have their attacks trigger explosions or continually burn everything in close proximity. You can even completely transform the skill, turning your Hydras into Frost Hydras to unlock new combos with all your other Frost abilities. The new options let you experiment with every possibility as you refine the build that's most fun for you.
And we're not leaving any class behind. Alongside the Paladin and the Warlock, every class will be getting these updates, and they will be available to all players, regardless of Lord of Hatred ownership. Each class will get more than 40 rework choices and over 80 additional options. Lord of Hatred owners are going to get even more, with over 20 additional transformative skill choices.
On top of the skill tree overhaul, we're adding a brand new itemization system, the Talisman, and with it comes the return of charms and sets. Here's how it works. Once you get your Talisman, charms will begin dropping in the game. For a charm to be active, it must be placed inside your Talisman. Charms can be of any rarity, but the set charms have the greatest potential. Equipping multiple charms from the same set will unlock additional set bonuses. With the Talisman, charms, and sets, you can customize and fine-tune your characters like never before with the powers of the greatest Herodrum.
And speaking of Herodrum, Lord of Hatred comes with the Herodric Cube, a legendary tool for a legendary way to craft. You'll combine rare materials, unlock additional properties, and forge items that fit your playstyle. The Herodric Cube is the beginning of your chase for late-game greatness, opening up new opportunities to shape your journey and pursue those ultimate rewards. It's a heartfelt callback to the cube in Diablo 2, now reimagined for Diablo 4's itemization. Next, loot filters. They've finally arrived. You've been asking for this since day one, and we've heard you. Whether you're chasing uniques or filtering out junk, loot filters give you the right amount of control over your journey. While we're so excited to finally be adding loot filters to the game, we are going to continue to listen to your feedback and stay committed to refining loot filters over time to make sure that it works for you.
This is shaping up to be quite a year for Diablo 4. Perfect timing for Diablo's 30th anniversary. I've been playing Diablo for as long as I've been gaming on PCs, starting with a burned copy of Diablo handed to me by a friend at school. Discovering the game's randomized content blew my mind, and soon I was playing Diablo 2 online at PC cafes, eventually diving into modding and joining Blizzard. I've been a proud servant of hell ever since. We hope this year's expansion and all its new features spark that same sense of discovery and excitement you felt when you first stepped into Sanctuary. Whether you're exploring Skovos, or reaching your greatest potential within your class fantasy, or simply celebrating another milestone with the Diablo community, we're grateful to have you with us. Thank you for being a part of this adventure.
When darkness comes for us, it will see hell screaming back.
It is so cool to see the Warlock class rise across the Diablo universe. From the scholarly manipulator, to the punk rock demon commander, to the metal powerhouse. This tells a story that spans generations, illuminating the legacy of the Vajari and the strength of those bold enough to wield its forbidden power. You can dive into the origins of the Diablo Warlock and so much more right now in Reign of the Warlock, live today in Diablo 2 Resurrected. We love bringing Sanctuary to life, and we're grateful that you could join us to help us kick off Diablo's 30th anniversary. On behalf of everyone here today, and the Diablo team across the globe, thank you for being a part of this journey with us. Are we clear? Are we good?
All right.
Oh my God, they're gonna freak out at BlizzCon when we announce it.
What a joke. So. Nah, that is just pathetic. That is just ridiculous. Yeah, that's insane, dude. Yeah. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I am so like, why bring another class that you have to pay a DLC for 25 euros, which is 471 rand for? Let's see. Money grabbing. Like, I thought we were gonna get the Amazon assassin, witch doctor, or the monk. Because in the first in Diablo 2, we a paladin. It's a Aryan. And the assassin. And in Diablo 3, it was barbarian, the sorcerer or witch doctor, had a necromancer. Monk, paladin. Is a sorceress, barbarian, paladin came off. Doctor. And the rogue assassin. Demon hunter. Now we got this shit done. So Honestly, I'm not spending any of my hard-earned money. Time to I have to wait.